Welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, today we're trying a new app. I'm going to try and do more of a series, basically every week, showing what's good on different silver websites as far as resales and values. So fortunately on my phone, which we're on right now, not my computer screen, we have an APMEX app. Look at that. I've been a member since 2022. But first, guys, I got to show you how, we got a heat wave here where I live. Check this out, guys. It's currently negative. Dude, it's -3. Man, this morning when I woke up, it was -20. Real feel, -12. So just to show all you gents and ladies that live in warmer climates, yeah, I don't know why I still live here. But anyways, all right, let's get back to the app. Let's get back to APMEX. Okay. So if you don't have the APMEX app installed on your cell phone, I do recommend it. Now, APMEX doesn't always have the best prices. They kind of get pooped on by other channels, basically saying they're overpriced, this and that. But there's kind of a reason for that. A lot of the channels, believe it or not, that do YouTube auctions, which I don't. Guys, if you're newer to my channel, I do resell on eBay. I do enjoy vintage coins, Morgan silver dollars, things like that. I've stayed away from the semi-numismatic coins unless I get them for super, super cheap and I can resell them. Not a big fan of semi-numismatic stuff, and just stacking regular silver and gold is kind of boring to me. So I look for the deals. I look for stuff as if I was buying it for myself, if it's a really, really good deal, and then if it's something I could resell later on. So anyways, here's the APMEX app. It shows you gold, silver, platinum, palladium. Palladium's so cheap right now, so is platinum. It's crazy ridiculous. Gold is like super up there, 2068. Silver is decent, 2345. We've been hovering there. I just did a video on the Black Flag series, and here we got the new Royal Era, the new 2024 Maple Leaf. Somewhat interesting. Let's see what that looks like. Maple Leaf, I guess I like the design, but here in the United States, what do we got? Guys, what do you think when you see this? When you see this symbol, besides Canada, besides hockey, what else do we think about? Well, at least I think about it here in Illinois. I think of maple syrup. So, and then when I see Charles here, that's actually a decent design, but what do we think of Charles here in the United States? I don't know. I'm 47, so kind of grew up with Mad Magazine. I think that I forgot the Mad Magazine guy on the cover of all of them, but I think they kind of made him to kind of look like Charles when Charles was younger. I don't know. That's just my my thoughts on it. But anyways, getting back to the series, 28.45, so $4.99 over spot for Canadian new 2024 Maple Leaf with Charles on it on the back. Interesting, right? Interesting, guys. And if you want to support APMEX by paying $3 more for some plastic, you can then send it in for first strike. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Don't send bullion in to get graded. That's the dumbest thing ever. But there are times where you can get into graded bullion, and that's more or less when it's like something older or something unique, something they didn't do a lot of. That's different. But modern bullion, do not buy graded modern bullion. Complete waste of time. And if you want to show your loved one, see how this little heart thing in the bottom here, you can click this too. So if you want your significant other that is completely not into metals, and if you want to absolutely upset her and have her throw the coin at you, you can pick stuff up. But I'm just joking, but guys, but they do have some cute stuff here. So they have like Snoopy here. So if your spouse is into Snoopy, that's kind of cute, right? But again, it's just a coin. So what ends up happening is they like set it aside, and it's not really something special to them. Yeah, nothing says "I love you, babe" with 1 gram gold bar. Lady and the Tramp, that's a famous design that's been around for quite some time. Pretty cool stuff. Like some of this stuff is neat, right? But like the wearable stuff, like dudes, if you're buying for a lady, like that's what you should be getting. So they do have some interesting stuff. Which you would never think of APMEX as a jewelry reseller, but this is basically just taking pure bullion and turning into actual jewelry that's nicely designed. But again, sterling silver, that's really, really expensive, $385. You'd probably be better off going to your local jewelry shop or even a pawn shop and just getting something at dead, like without all the markup. Okay, so here we got some just generic silver, $25.44. Pretty cheap, guys. $1.99 a round over spot if you buy a monster box of 500. So $26.44. I guess that's decent. I want to say my local coin shop's probably charging $27 for a generic, so it's pretty fair. You know, just for the regular Buffalo. Sometimes you can get that on the Walmart website too. American Silver Eagle, $31.44, so $7 over spot. I guess, yeah. I would say you probably pay about $30, $31 at your local coin shop. So that's not bad. And this is for the 2024. Like, that's brand new. So that's pretty cool. And then for a generic bar, unless you're like a big fan of APMEX, I don't recommend picking up their bars because a lot of local coin shops typically they'll just give you a spot or below spot for it in today, and you're definitely paying a markup if you're buying it directly from APMEX. But sometimes they have these at spot, which is not a bad deal. You'll never lose at spot, right? Unless you sell when spot is super low. And then if you buy a bunch of them, they all come in this like sealed thing, which I've seen on like other channels. But bars, I would stay away from bars that have the brands on, especially APMEX, because this is one of the most faked bars. So if you really want to freak out like a local coin shop or a pawn shop, bring them an APMEX gold bar, and they'll basically say, I got to cut this, before they'll give you any money for it. And then they have like their just secondary round stuff here, which is whatever. This Morgan design's okay. Some of them are better than others. This reverse looks like trash. This obverse looks like trash. So not a fan of this. Would not pay $1 premium more on it. I'd rather get like the Buffalo, for that. So that one's kind of bogus. Random BU. That's not bad. Gold Eagles. They got this fine mitt, Bitcoin round. This is kind of a dutter. It's okay. I've bought them in the past, and obviously Bitcoin's always on the news, so it's interesting. The Britannia with Charles, the older Charles design. The Britannia is a beautiful design. $5 over spot. I don't know. It's pretty steep. So I don't really see like any super deals here. So let's look at only APMEX. The John Wick stuff's pretty decent. It's pretty cool. They just released all 3 movies on Netflix, so I caught up with those. Mandalorian Beskar bar. This is actually a really good price. So even if you're not a Star Wars person, this is actually a really good price for a Beskar bar. And these do sell for more. Like, people love collecting these. Or people that aren't not even into stacking silver, so Comic-Con type dudes, or people that enjoy just Star Wars in general. Obviously, there's huge guys in their 40s, late 30s, even in their early 50s that are big time into Star Wars. They love this kind of stuff. So it has nothing to do with stacking silver, but that is a Beskar bar. The APMEX Dragon, it's decent. It's okay design. Bar is pretty cool. Don't buy this stuff. This is garbage. You get like no silver. And it's about what you'll get later on if you go to resell it. Peanuts is always popular. I don't like when Lucy pulls the ball from Charlie Brown. That makes me upset, because when I watched it when I was a little kid, I was always like, why doesn't Charlie Brown just kick Lucy in the head? I'm sure you guys have thought of that as well. So calls $25.99, but that's if you buy 500 plus, $26.99. That's not a good deal on Morgan's. My local coin shop had them for $22 last time I was in there, and that's about what they're selling them for too. AU, that's a good price for piece dollars. So every now and then, like a Mercury dime roll for $100, even though that's 20 times over, 20 times face. Mercury dimes are more collectible. Sometimes you get something pretty decent in there. You never know with APMEX. I've done a quarter roll unboxing with APMEX when I got it for like $1.84. Silver War nickels, that's a decent price. They're fun. But yeah, here's like, see, $58 for a graded one. I mean, I guess like maybe one, but don't like collect a box of them. Like, that's stupid. This is a good price for Franklin's. Those are always very popular, so that's decent. And look at that. Standing Liberty. Full dates, $10 each. Pretty cool. So you never know, like on APMEX, what you'll find as far as unique stuff. I recommend getting this actual app. Sometimes you can go onto deals and there'll be really good deals, and it'll be like app exclusive. It'll be like, yo, like you can buy this and would just sell to you at spot or $1 over spot. So they'll run like sales. But today's little, and they don't do it every day, so it's not an annoying app by any means. But yeah, today their thing was like, check out the Black Flag series, and here's all their deals that they have today. There you go, Philip Ronox, $25.94. So anyways, guys, I appreciate, as always, you guys watching. I do recommend downloading this app. I will try and see if other large bullion dealers do this kind of stuff, and I might do some more casting off of my phone because I think it's a unique way of showing it versus the pretty generic me putting my phone on a tripod, showing you my computer screen. You guys can barely see it. So this is kind of a unique way of doing stuff without me having to get any video editing software. So as always, guys, I always appreciate you guys watching. Please always check out my eBay store. I'm always here to help you out with stuff. So, and the most latest and greatest stuff. I've put on some quarters. I know, I just did a quarter. Dude, boring old quarters. But I handpicked some crossing the Delaware quarters. So I just took like a generic photo of those. But those are cool. And I found some tokens. I've got this cool 1881S Morgan silver dollar in a really cool like old holder. So I kind of like cleaned out some of my older coin supplies. I'm like, man, this would be cool to put in there. So that's a sharp looking item. And this is my store, Chi-Town Sounds. So as always, guys, I really appreciate those who buy from me to support the channel. I'm not one to put stuff on auction or beg for money. I'm here to share the hobby with others. And I always appreciate you guys watching, commenting, and going along this adventure with me. So as always, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and sweet dude. So stuff like that. Wow, while I was recording, Brian bought a coin for me. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it, dude. All right, catch you guys in the next one.